Bud. By the way, go like his page, please.
Thank you so much. It's 6:15. Good life, good food time. Bud, good morning to you.
Good morning.
We're wrapping up Burger Month, which makes me a little sad because burgers are my absolute favorite.
Right.
But this is something that we've done on the show before, way back in the day, right? Whenever you first came on.
Well, yeah, but yes, but
there's a twist to it.
This is actually a better recipe than this is the very first recipe I ever did on television, like 9 years ago.
Okay, so now it's
like
bigger
a long
and better,
time
right?
ago. Yeah, yeah. Let me tell you why, Steve. You'll love this. The reason it's bigger and better is because I hadn't been exposed to Sweet Baby Ray's then.
Oh, there we go.
So the original recipe,
keeping it real.
The original recipe had bullseye in it, which is a bad comparison. So, anyways, this is an island burger, and what we do here is we make a really fresh slaw that goes on top of it. Okay. And one of the things that is a key ingredient is jicama. And I don't know how many folks at home have. I know a lot of the ladies that I've done seminars and stuff for all the time tell me that they use jicama a lot. I don't know if you have.
It's so good, and you can just eat it by itself with a little lime and
kind of like a potato.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay?
Yeah. And we're going to add that to. You can use like just a basic slaw mix.
Try it.
And you can shred up cabbage and stuff like that. I like it because you cut it into these little matchsticks, and it gives you kind of a texture. That's what you're after. It's kind of like I said, like a potato.
Yeah, it just has a
There's
fresh
not a big taste to this.
No, there's not.
Right.
And that's what's good about it because it kind of adapts to whatever you put on it. I've made a little dressing here. It's some oil, 2 tablespoons of honey, and 2 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar, okay? So we're just going to go on top of this. Now, one of the things from the beginning, now this is kind of, like I said, been developed over time. One of the things that's gotten better about this is I know a lot of you folks remember that when I was in Santa Fe, I don't know, maybe 2-3 months ago, and I had a jicama slaw, and one of the things I liked about it was that the slaw had more of a kind of a mayo base. So what we're going to do here is we're going to make this one have a little more mayo base. We're going to add a little bit of chili and cumin rub to it just to give it a little bit of a kick. And then our burgers that we're doing today actually have Sweet Baby Ray's and some garlic mixed into them, okay?
Okay.
So we're going to kind of whisk this around a little bit, and then we're going to take and just add a little bit of mayo to this, if I can get the jar open. And you don't want much, maybe just like a tablespoon of mayo, okay?
Okay.
Because all you're trying to do is kind of incorporate it with the oil and the vinegar and all that, okay? Now, the last thing you're going to do to this before you put it on the burger is you're going to add some fresh cilantro. And the cilantro is going to add like a fresh mint would. Yeah. It's going to add a little bit of fresh kick to it, okay?
You could even eat that by itself,
Oh,
really.
heck yeah.
As
This
a
would be
side.
great, yeah. A little bit of salt and pepper. And then, again, if you grill your burgers with a little bit of the Sweet Baby Ray's and a little bit of garlic in them, like a tablespoon of each, you'll get a nice little flavor inside the burger. And then you're just going to go on top of the burger. This is very fresh. It's got a real nice fresh feel to it, and the cilantro adds a lot to it. It adds a lot of kick to it. So you just want to kind of get it up over the top of that. Now, the other thing I was going to point out that we've done all this month is the buns that we've used have been different each week. We did a ciabatta roll, then we did last week we did the Hawaiian King's Hawaiian roll.
Oh, yeah.
We did a wheat roll, and then this is like a crostini roll. It's got like a kind of like the flour, what's the word I'm looking for? Like the corn flour on the outside of it, so it adds kind of a crunchy texture to it. One of the things you want to do in your burgers is find yourself a high-end bun of some sort.
Okay.
A lot of times it will really complement the beef that you're using. So that's a thing to do too, as far as to kind of set yourself apart when you're doing burgers. Because everybody does burgers, but you're kind of looking for something new. This is really good because, like I said, it's got a real fresh flavor to it, and I really like that a lot. So
that's a good point about the buns, because a lot of times, tell me if I'm wrong here, people just want to save money, and
Oh,
they get
yeah,
a bun
yeah.
that just doesn't cost much.
Well, yeah, and the thing about it is you have so many options from, where you go buy your groceries. There's so many like off-brand buns. They're just hamburgers, which are fine. But you can add so much to your burger by using a high-end bun. You see a lot of places around that have gourmet burgers now.
Yeah.
A lot of the gourmet to their burgers is the buns.
The pretzel buns are real big.
The pretzel
right
buns
now.
are really big. Yeah, absolutely.
So what are we doing on the second hit?
On the second one, we're going to do a grilled onion and bell pepper burger. And it's going to be really nice. And we got some grilled corn with it. So we'll do another one and see what like it. But like I said, this one was the first one I ever did on television on a grilling spot. And it's been really good to me. So we're proud of it.
I'm excited.
Good.
But thank you,
You bet.
so much. Well, stick around. We've got information on the color run that's coming to town next.
Smells
there he is,
wonderful.
Brad Pitt.
And here he is,
Bud Pitt.
touching Good Life, Good Food, please, the Facebook page.
Please. It'll break your heart.
Steve, you're never-ending clean for me. I enjoy. Thank you. I got you on my side, and that makes me feel good.
So we're wrapping up Burger Month, and we did Island Burger earlier
first,
with a little
the
fresh slaw. Okay,
yeah.
now what are we up to?
Now this is kind of like an OP burger. It's got the onions and the peppers.
Okay.
But instead of deep frying them, we're doing something a little bit different. We're doing the same process. We're breading them and we're dusting them in flour, okay?
Okay.
And then you can just throw them on your grill in a saute pan or whatever you want to use, and you're just gonna grill them up like this with that little bit of crunch on them, okay? You've seen me do these before where we put the whole onion, make like onion straws in the oil. Mm-hmm. This is a little bit healthier way because you don't have near as much oil, okay?
Okay, a little olive oil, is that
little
what it
olive
is?
oil,
Okay.
yeah. And you can get them on here and then just go over the top of them with a little olive oil. Get this off here, sir. Just go over the top. Excuse me.
Sorry.
Just go over the top with a little olive oil.
There's mud in your eye.
There you go. Or any kind of oil, okay?
Okay.
Put the oil over the top and just let them, just let them cook down. You folks that are my age back home, at home or on television, you will notice this is a lot like when your mother used to make liver.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
You know, she used to do this same process kind of. And if you just take a couple of the peppers and stick them on top there.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I think that's one dish that I've never had is liver.
We'll have to do that sometime.
I think
And
I'm
then,
good, though.
then a little bit. See, these are a lot nicer because they're kind of like a sautéed onion with a little bit of a bite to them. See, because they look at that. That's a good looking
So this
burger
is just
right
flour,
there.
salt, and pepper.
Flour, salt, and
a
pepper.
little
I
bit
put a
of-
little cayenne pepper in it, of course.
Is that milk?
There's just milk
Okay.
and flour, and then you're just going to dip it in there and make your burgers this way. And it's a great way to create something that's a little bit different, but you're getting all those flavors, the fresh flavors of the onions and the peppers, with a little bit of bite to them, with a little bit of texture. Because one of the things we try to do is the texture break. So this allows you to put a little crisp on it without dipping it in that fryer oil and having all that heavy oil on it. So it's kind of a lighter way of having a burger with some, for all practical purposes, onion straws that aren't quite as bad. So.
You're your own cooking man. I know this, but you mentioned your mom earlier.
Yeah.
She has such an influence on what you do. I mean, you quite
Yeah,
often
yeah, she did,
mention
yeah.
the way she did things
Yeah.
and how you parlay into the way you do it.
I think all of us are. I think all of us are kind of a byproduct of how our parents cooked. I was at, in fact, the pick of the week was the Gene House Schools, and I was telling them when I was doing a demo with making Alfredo sauce that, and this is kind of weird, I can't say to kids anymore, your grandmother used to probably do this on Sunday mornings, because a whole generation's kind of beyond fried chicken or that Sunday meal.
Yeah.
That's
But
true.
like my grandmother did, your grandmother, and your mother probably did, as mine did. But a lot of them, it's their great grandmother. But making just a sauce or a gravy, you know, with the pan drippings is something that's kind of a lost art.
So is that your photo of the day?
It is
them?
the
Okay.
Gene Howe kids. This is actually, there were, I think, 5 or 6 groups of them that came through, and we did a career day. I cooked for them. We talked a little bit about what I do for a living, more about what, you know, their choices as they get older, what they want to try to do. And there they
you
are.
go.
That's Miss Pearson's class. And I was going through, there's like, if you go to my Facebook page, there's tons of photos of these kids, all the different classes. And folks, I would, if you're one of your kids is a 3rd grader at Gene Howe, go look at the pictures because there's some funny stuff in there. Kids amaze me at the stuff they do during a picture.
Well
So,
behaved.
Buzz the word Waldo. Oh, I found him. There he
you
is.
go. That's right. So, but hey, I want to tell you too. You know, if you get a chance to come out to the Best of Carver breakfast, please do. My good friend Mariah Strongwoods, who you met at the job fair.
Oh, yeah. That's what we
I
talked.
call her Peaches. But anyways, she did a whole bunch. She's the one that kind of got me into it. I appreciate everything she does for me, and we're gonna have a fun time out there and do a little breakfast with those guys and do a little panhandle cooking. So I'm excited to do it. It's a
So
good-
next
good
Monday,
custom.
what do you got in store for
We
us?
are doing ribs next Monday, St. Louis style ribs.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
we'll make a jalapeno mustard and then just a straight barbecue. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Good. All
Be a
right,
lot of
and
fun.
then the 16th, you're teaming up with Barsby Winery.
Yes, the
Mix up a
16th.
little
We're gonna
something.
do a little pairing and do a. We'll probably do some beef with
I
that
set this
too.
What are you not doing?
I set this up.
What are you not doing?
Hey, I'm everywhere, and because I'm everywhere, go to Good Life, Good Food with Chef Bud, and like the Facebook page. We're only 44 from 1,400.
Congratulations.
You're getting there today.
Thank you. We're going to get to 1,500.
All right, stick around. We're going to wrap up this show.
Man of
coming
the
up
people.
next.
That's right. I am a man of the people.